My mom gave my college fund to my brother's girlfriend. One day before tuition was due, I'm sitting in the financial aid office when the advisor tells me my account shows $0. I laugh because there's supposed to be $84,000 in that fund. My grandparents started it when I was born and added to it every birthday for 18 years. The advisor turns her screen toward me and shows me the withdrawal. Every penny gone. Transferred out yesterday by my mother. I call my mom immediately and she picks up on the third ring, sounding completely calm. I gave it to Brittany. She needs it more than you do. Brittany is my older brother Kevin's girlfriend of 6 months. I'm standing in the hallway of the administration building and my mom is telling me she emptied my college fund for a girl my brother met at a bar last spring. She says Brittany's dream is to open a boutique and Kevin really loves her and I can just take out loans like everyone else. I can't breathe. I ask her how she even accessed the account and she says grandma added her as a signer years ago for emergencies. This isn't an emergency. This is theft. I drive straight to my parents' house. Kevin's car is in the driveway next to a brand new SUV with a giant red bow on it. I walk inside and find Brittany sitting at the kitchen table scrolling through fabric samples on her laptop. She looks up and smiles at me like nothing's wrong. Isn't this exciting? Your mom is so generous. She even helped me put a deposit on the storefront downtown. The deposit was $15,000. I know because there's a receipt sitting right there on the table with my grandmother's name on the account it came from. Kevin walks in and throws his arm around Brittany. He tells me to stop being dramatic and that I'll figure it out. Mom's right behind him nodding along. You've always been the smart one. You'll get scholarships. Kevin needs more help than you do. Kevin who dropped out of community college twice. Kevin who hasn't held a job longer than 4 months. Kevin who once asked me to write his resume because he didn't know what a bullet point was. I go to my grandparents' house that night. My grandmother opens the door and immediately knows something's wrong. I tell her everything and watch her face go from confused to horrified to something I've never seen before. Pure cold fury. She pulls out her phone and calls my mom on speaker. The conversation lasts 3 minutes. My grandmother's voice never rises above a whisper, but every word cuts like a blade. You stole from your own son. You stole from my account. You gave away 18 years of birthday checks and Christmas money and every dollar I saved working doubles at the hospital. My mom tries to explain that Brittany really needed it and Kevin finally found someone special. My grandmother cuts her off. I want every penny returned by Friday or I'm pressing charges and writing you out of my will entirely. My mom laughs nervously. You wouldn't do that over money? My grandmother says I'm not doing it over money. I'm doing it because you showed me exactly who you are. Friday comes. My mom doesn't return anything. She calls my grandmother's bluff. She's absolutely certain that family loyalty will win out over accountability. What she doesn't know is that my grandmother already called her lawyer Monday morning. The will gets changed Thursday afternoon. My grandparents aren't just comfortable. They're wealthy. 3 properties, investment accounts, a vacation home. My mom stood to inherit roughly $2.3 million. Now she gets nothing. Kevin gets nothing. Everything goes to me and my younger sister who had nothing to do with any of this. But my grandmother doesn't tell anyone yet. She wants to wait for the right moment. That moment comes at my grandfather's 80th birthday dinner 3 weeks later. The whole family is there. My mom is being extra sweet to my grandparents, which makes my stomach turn. My grandmother stands up to give a toast. She thanks everyone for coming and talks about family and legacy. Then she says she has an announcement about the estate. My mom sits up straighter and grabs my dad's arm. She's practically glowing. Then grandma says it. Due to recent events that revealed certain family members' true character, I've updated my will. She looks directly at my mom. You and Kevin have been removed entirely. The $84,000 you stole from your son will be the last dollar you ever see from this family. My mom's face goes white. She starts stammering about misunderstandings and Brittany needing help. My uncle asks what the hell is going on. My grandmother explains everything. The stolen college fund, the new SUV, the boutique deposit, the complete lack of remorse. Kevin stands up and shouts that this is insane, and Brittany starts crying saying she didn't know it was stolen. My grandfather, who has been silent the entire dinner, finally speaks. He looks at my mom and says, I told your mother not to add you to that account. I knew you'd find a way to disappoint us. Get out of my house. Brittany's boutique closed after 4 months. She left Kevin for her business partner and took the SUV with her. My mom calls me crying sometimes, asking if I can talk to grandma for her. I let it go to voicemail. I paid for school myself with loans and a full-time job. Graduated last spring with honors. My grandmother handed me an envelope at the ceremony, and inside was a check for $84,000. She said, this is what you were always owed. I'm just sorry it took losing everything for your mother to learn what that money was really worth.